Hello, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Those Natural Ones. Sorry for the issues. I've been having all kinds of issues with OBS tonight, but I think we are good to go now. So, please, before we start, Scott, talk about Patreon like you just were, but this time so people can actually hear you.
I'm in the Matrix.
Oh no.
This is deja vu. Patreon. We have a Patreon. I'm back to talk about it. Patreon.com/those natural ones. We have many different levels, many different benefits. One of those benefits at a certain level is a weekly shout out, and I'd like to shout out to our patrons, Lesson Flora Marlatt and Don Marlatt. Thank you for continuing to support the stream and helping to make us better. Check it out. There are a lot of different benefits for the levels, including merchandise, basic level. There's an entrance to our Discord server. You get to see all of the memes and GIFs that we're sharing and laughing at during the stream. We have a ticker for the base level too to thank our patrons, and then we're also shouting out people when they join up right now. But the weekly shout out goes to a certain higher level that those three people are at. So that's why we heard our new patron, his name last week, but not this week. Those natural ones, patreon.com/those natural ones. I'm still jet lagged. I flew in just a day and a half ago. And walked over 61 miles on my vacation. So
That's insane.
yeah, good to be back. Glad Arnon didn't die, but seemingly you guys played with him a lot.
We had fun. We had fun with Arnon.
Things got
Arnon
a little crazy.
Arnon
almost
and
got the whole
those
Arnon thing.
damn wisdom saves. He does not do well with wisdom saves, that's for sure.
No, he does not.
So,
Almost as bad as charisma saves.
awesome. All right, after that, Emery, can you go ahead while I adjust people's cameras? Can you go ahead and do all the social media stuff, please?
Yes, we are on everyone's brand new favorite thing, Threads, where we will eventually start posting things. We're also on we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on Kick, and eventually we'll start actually recording there. We're on Trovo, we're on Facebook. Did I already say YouTube? We're on YouTube. Yeah, you're here. Please, for the love of God, like and subscribe.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's what we need.
Also, sorry.
I was gonna say also, shout out to the people who keep rating and watching us. Do we have the name for that person?
Last one was Sam. You caught it, didn't you?
Yes. Please hold. Our last raider was Crit in Miss.
Crit Miss. Thank you
Crit
for that. Keep it
and
up.
Miss.
We do typically run our reruns when we are not streaming. So if you do end up rating us and nobody is responding, it's probably because we have the stream minimized. Typically, there's a couple of us watching, but sometimes you catch us at a bad time. Also, Emery, what's happening next Friday?
Oh. Strap in, folks, because not this Friday, but next Friday is episode 2 of the miniseries Precious Cargo, where we're going to be live and in person.
Live and in person from our new studio that's being put together right now and should be up and running before next week. New studio.
It's a little scattered right now. There's a lot of cables and wires and boxes and all sorts of stuff everywhere. But
Yeah, so
Come together.
Pardon our dust in the meantime.
Indeed.
But look forward to July the 28th at
6:30 Eastern.
6:30. That's right, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Be there and watch as I both give them what they want and bully them endlessly.
Fantastic.
And then if I can have a shameless plug real quick, the show Hit the Books will be returning very soon with the new studio. We finally got moved, so
Yes.
new episodes will be coming probably 2 weeks, maybe 3.
Fantastic. Perfect. All right. I think that is everything. So, Sam, what happened last week? A lot happened. Please tell these people what happened.
I would love to tell these lovely people what happened. Let me pull this over to a screen so I'm not looking the wrong way the entire time. Okay, so last session, the party rested in a tiny hut near the road, still surrounded by mist. During the rest, Butch cast divination, and instead of hearing from Sehamin, he heard nothing but a painful silence. From there, we began walking and encountered a massive wall in the mist. Flanked by 2 headless stone statues, we approached an iron gate. Passing through the wall, the mist did thin out a bit, but continued to plague us as we ventured through the forest within the walls. Rhett began to notice a stench of decay and rot, which led us to find a corpse grasping a note sealed with a B. That letter from the Burgomeister of Barovia warned of a vampire plaguing the area and that his adoptive daughter Irina had been their victim repeatedly. Arnon, deeply affected by the plain, descended into a barely controlled madness, unsure of what was real and what was not. We finally reached the city of Barovia, a place haunted by desolation and decay, many of the buildings boarded up. We met the son of the Burgomeister, Ismark. He learned of who we were and took us back to his residence for a more private conversation. Ismark requested that we escort his sister Irina to a safer place, and after much convincing, she did finally agree. We rested, Arnon feeling significantly better, but Rhett and Elric beginning to succumb to more dreadful effects of Shadowfell. And we begin this session the morning of the 20th.
Fantastic. And yes, you all did your daily rolls before we left last time, as you just stated. So,
if I could retcon one thing, especially in my paranoid state last night, I would ask Gwen if she had any 4th or 5th spell level slots left, and then ask her to put a moonbeam in my ring, knowing that vampires are all around.
fantastic.
Oh, no. Would that have been in the evening?
Yeah, last night before we went to sleep.
So, funny story. I don't believe I have Moonbeam prepared, but that is something that I would happily do. Or no, I do. I lied. So much fibbing. Yes, I would store.
Butch always has prepared.
I would store a
Butch does?
5th level as well. A 5th level, unless Butch has something higher.
Well, whose save DC's higher?
I have a 17.
I'm the same.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter. All right, I'll have Gwen put one in there because it's a druid spell for me. For some reason, I just think of it as a druid spell. I don't know why.
Hey, Emery, I have a quick Foundry thing for something that you... So, when I click on someone with this new Foundry update, there's a box that pops up on the right-hand side. Do you know what
On the right-hand side?
Yes. Is there a way to turn that off because it keeps screwing up my combat tracker?
Let's see. Is it the toggle combat state or the assign status effect?
I'm not sure, but let's look into that while we are doing other things. So, I have it temporarily fixed for now, so with a pop-up. But it pops up behind my pop-up every time that I use it. So,
Oh, yeah.
we
that's
can look
weird.
into that. All right.
Yeah.
So, as you all took your rest, you rolled your status effects last time. Morning comes. You find yourself safe inside the Burgomaster's home. The two still there. Morning is yours. What would you like to do?
Oh my god.
What
We
are
didn't
our
post any watches
options?
last night, did we?
You did not post watches, but you were
Okay, so first thing we need to do is to check in on come on, what's her name?
Irina?
Yes, her.
Irene.
Irina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to check in on Irina and see if she was visited in the night.
So, you go down and you find Irina and Ismark sitting around a table in the dining room area. They seem to be drinking some sort of coffee or tea or some sort of hot beverage. You walk up, the two of them are in the middle of a conversation. You can't really make out what they're saying, but they do look up and see you walking in and just kind of like nod and greet you.
Did we pass? How are we? Good morning.
Hello, how did you sleep?
I'd sleep on my belly.
Don't really sleep.
Fantastic. So, when are you ready to depart? This is Ismark speaking. He seems very hurried to get you out the door, but
We should have a good breakfast and do our gear check.
Sorry, where did the action HUD go?
The cool action hub that appears at the bottom.
The HH, that bar. It's not coming up for me at all.
While
Yeah.
looking into that, didn't we have certain status effects on two people at the end of last episode?
yes.
I think somebody had like a dread or something, and then somebody.
Somebody's turning into
like-
a werewolf.
Rhett and Elric.
It's a non-canon event.
Rhett
Uh-huh.
and Elric were the ones that rolled. Let me pull it back up. Rhett was a 3.
I'm gonna try to reload because it doesn't matter how many times I hit H. It's like nah.
I'm the same way.
Well,
I
I think
what did you
the
find?
HH menu's gone. It does not appear to be there anymore. You got to use that
The
cross,
E menu?
the cross swords thing now
How do we do our skills?
with that.
Right above the picture that'll show up in the corner, if you hit the arrow where it says save skills and tools.
Bear with us. These are new features.
What?
Yeah, I don't.
That's what I do when the battle swords aren't working right.
There's
Learn.
also if you hit the E key from the side, there should also pop up a tray that has the skills towards the very top on the upper left-hand
This is
corner.
better for my elder
Does it-
millennial ass.
All right. And to answer,
Doesn't, though.
Rhett was apathetic and Elric had dread. Which, just to remind you, apathy, you have disadvantage on death saving throws and on initiative counts. And you gain the flaw, I don't believe I can make a difference to anyone or anything. Where dread is disadvantage on all saving throws and gains the flaw, I am convinced this place is going to kill me.
Oh no.
So,
How do I take a long rest?
Oh yeah, this is all kinds of screwed up. Like the character sheets are all fucked up too.
I learned how to do everything before and it's changed.
Yeah, one thing we kind of discovered while doing the testing on Mondays is that sometimes you need to pay attention to what you have prepared because the combat list will put a bunch of spells that you don't actually have prepared on there.
Yeah, all my shit's messed up. I don't have access to literally anything. It was not this way earlier today.
Right.
Well, that's how you do a long rest.
Let's see. Long rest.
On your character sheet, below your bottom left of your portrait, there's a bed. Hover over that, and the one with all of the sand in the bottom is your long rest.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah. My
Yeah, I have no idea.
oh, this is not good. Bear with us, everyone.
Bear with. Bear
Yeah.
with.
Emery, this is what all of my sheets look like. Oops, that's the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Bear with us,
Show
everyone.
me. What in the world?
Yeah, that's what all of my sheets look like, and I can't do shit. So, this is going to be fun.
I'd say either refresh or log out of Foundry and log back in.
All right,
That's
let's try.
I've never seen that before.
I'm trying to refresh. Sorry, guys, you're all
Scott,
going to lose the
disregard.
combat tracker. So,
Oh, okay.
Disregard what I just sent. I figured it out finally.
let's continue as this refreshes.
Thank you.
Do 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 do. Anyway, so
We
There
did
we go.
also
It's all
discover
back
that if you're not using Google Chrome, there might be glitches that occasionally come up. For some reason, it's only guaranteed to work on Google Chrome.
all right, we are.
I'm using Mac Chrome.
Okay, so sorry about that, everyone. Glitches. All right, so as you walk in and you see the two of them conversing, like I said, they seem. East Marcus especially seems eager to get his sister out of here. The morning and the conversation is yours.
All right.
You seem a little uneasy.
Well, this is the first night that he has not come for her in quite a while, so I am willing to bet that he is preoccupied somewhere else, and I would like to take the opportunity that while he is gone to get her away as quickly as possible.
Ma-
Oh goodness.
Which agrees. Breakfast sounds like a good idea. All right, let's eat.
G.I. Joe.
Elric comes downstairs and is like doing everything he can to hide the fact that he's shaking from just looking at everything.
Do we got passive insight rolls?
Yeah, I mean, make insight rolls to see if you can pick that up.
Doesn't he have to roll deception
Yeah.
or something?
I was getting that.
Yeah, that I need to attempt to deceive. Oh no, that is not a trained skill for me.
Oh no.
Excellent. Hugs might be coming might be in your near future.
I got a 21 insight.
So Elric's not hiding it well.
No. Gwen, you definitely see that he is not okay.
Oh, my E doesn't come out all the way. That's awesome.
Just to make sure, with Dread, do I have the impending feeling that everything is trying to kill me?
It just says, yeah, I'm convinced that this place is going to kill you. So
he doesn't think I'm going to kill
no,
him, right?
you know your friends are not going to try and kill you. You just think that this place is extremely dangerous and you will not survive
Why
being
is
here.
it rolling?
It was a mistake to come here.
It's not rolling.
It might be taking a second to load the roll.
All I'm getting is a screen to configure my skill.
That-
Figure.
That refresh
Yeah.
actually fixed the other issue that I was having, because now the person's box is popping up on the left instead of the right. So we all good. We Gucci up in here.
You are Gucci.
So,
Yeah, we say Gucci
Feel
now.
unsafe.
I've been saying it.
Man, I really missed that bar.
Irina
I had my skills on it, so I could use them.
Irina looks across you.
Have you tried pressing the E button?
Yes, it brings a box out halfway, so I can see Charisma, Wisdom, Int.
Can you stretch your browser wider? It'll make the box wider.
I can try. Oh, I have maximized my browser.
Got some.
It
Stretch
does
your
not
box, baby.
Yeah, you gotta stretch that box out.
Thanks.
Oh no!
Anyway, it's Elric.
Anyway,
we need to go.
Like, take her on the escort mission? Move about our business?
Whatever gets us out of here.
We got
Yep.
this.
We need to get out of here. There's like a weird gunslinger-esque, like itchy, like trying not to draw either blades or magical implements, because I'm worried that there might be something outside of the house that could come in at any moment.
Deep breaths.
Oh, here we go.
You guys see that pre-roll? Hell
Pre-roll.
yeah.
Oh, buddy. We are in for a time of it tonight.
Oh yeah.
oh, fantastic.
Those natural ones.
All right. So, Irina looks across, says, I assume that I am ready to go whenever you are. So, if we are going to do this, she looks across and she's like, Ismark, are you sure this is the best option? And he looks at her and says, my main priority right now is to keep you safe. And I know that you will be kept safe in Vallaki. Far away from him. Well, I am ready to go whenever you are.
Let's leave. And Elric is going to go out the front door.
Are you all following?
Yeah.
Orpheus is. Yes.
All right. All right, so as you all...
Did we check our equipment? Are we ready? Did everyone eat? Did everyone eat?
Gonna grab a handful of whatever looks driest and walk it out.
Butch,
Oh my gosh.
always
Behind
concerned about
Elric.
food.
No time. No
I
time.
got it.
Gotta get out of
I
here.
got it. Go on. I
So,
just pick up a handful of oatmeal on accident. Oh well. I've had worse.
They're not even like the quick 1 minute oats.
Ismark on the way,
real thick.
as you guys are all
Those
walking
motherfuckers
out,
are like overnight.
As you guys are all walking out, Ismark looks out. He's like, or goes to whomever is still in the room after Elric left. And he says, "Follow the map I gave
I
you.
take up the rear.
Follow the map I gave you last night. It's about
Okay.
17 miles to Vallaki. Barring any issues you have on the road, it should take you about 5 hours to get there at a normal speed. Head.
What time is it?
You guys just woke up, so you're probably 7-ish in the morning, maybe 6, depending on how early you guys rouse.
Okay. Butch is like, all right, wait. 17 miles, and then what?
It's follow the road. The road out of town goes southwest, and then it will curve northwest after you cross the river through the forest.
Follow the out of town road.
Okay, so after the river we go.
Continue to follow the road. You'll follow
Road.
it northwest. And when after you've gone probably 10 miles or so, it'll curve to the west. It's right here on the map, and he shows you the map. And should take you about 5 hours, barring any incidents along the road, to get to Vallaki.
I'm sure Elric can explain this.
Go ahead and activate the map that you all have.
Which has the map?
I haven't any token with vision upon the screen.
Hold on, I'm getting there.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Arnon, Butch. Oh god, I'm hearing our stream.
Sorry.
Gwen, Orpheus, Rhett. Alright, so this is the map that he gave you and said to follow the road and continue following it, then curve north. And basically you're headed towards Vallaki, which is right south of Lake Zarovich. So, are you all heading out of town then?
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep up with Elric.
Expeditiously leaving town.
All right.
Expedition.
Expeditiously leaving town. I would like. So it'll take you about 5 hours, barring any main issues. For the first leg of the travel, I would like someone to roll me a d20.
I'll do it.
Oh, that's always
called
good. All right.
Oh,
Arnon. Oh no.
Welcome back, fuckers.
You skank. God bless it.
We missed you.
Yay! Pre-roll pans out.
1 in 400 chance.
When it's suddenly nonplussed.
You brought that in.
So, you all leave the town.
He's going to finish that
Do we
slam in
know?
a few seconds here.
As you walk for about an hour or so out of town, let's say you get to about you're about half an hour, 45 minutes out of town. I put Arnon to roughly where you guys are on the map. Suddenly, everybody make perception checks, because I would assume you guys are keeping an eye out while you're walking.
Absolutely.
Okay, how do I do that?
Real
E.
There we
solid
go.
11.
Skills.
18.
Gosh, please. Thank you. Ow. Oh,
Butch with a 21. My nose is working.
$19.
So we get to watch Nick pace for 3 hours with this new desk.
Yes, you do.
Nice.
All right, so
I think it's bad for Elric the more that he notices right now.
Oh yeah, no, this is not good for me.
Orpheus, Rhett, and Gwen with a 1, 14, and 11. You all don't really notice much. However, Arnon, Butch, and Elric, you suddenly hear the sounds of twigs snapping.
Swivelhead.
Oh, I immediately draw a blade.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast Alacrity on myself.
Says the sound of snapping twigs draws your attention to several dark shapes in the fog. They
Shapes.
seem to be carrying torches and pitchforks as they walk down the road towards your location.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Hey, Rhett. I think there's some people here who might enjoy some talking to. I mean,
There's
talking
two.
with.
Are you trying to
Yeah,
be
I don't have
stealthy?
my weapons.
Yeah, let's duck off the road.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow them off the road.
All right. If you guys are
Where
trying
is-
to stealth, go
Gosh
ahead and
darn
make
it,
stealth
what is
checks.
her name?
Fuck me.
Irina?
I assume we have her kind of in the middle of us.
Yes, you would. Which she should be. I forgot to. Thank you for saying that. I need to put her out here.
I'm sticking close to her. Wait, what are we all rolling? Stealth? Oh, we're
Stealth.
hiding off the road.
Yep, we're
Oh,
hiding.
just stepping up.
I got a natural
Yes.
1, which gave me a 6. So
Where's her?
I'm
already got a
loudly.
27.
I'm loudly singing to myself.
It's okay. Gwen's
I'm like,
got a 4.
Follow the out of town road. Follow the out of town road. Just over and over again. Just scream singing to myself, and then looking around and being like, "Where'd everybody go?" Like,
Nice. Well, Butch is right here with you, and I think Gwen is also visible.
you guys want to play road trip games? I'm just yelling.
All right, so let's.
I'll
die
shape
out
into a
here.
horse and
So-
stumble onto the road by myself.
Rhett got a 6, Arnon got a 27, Gwen got a 4, Elric got a 21, Butch got a 6. Orpheus, I need you to roll stealth.
Sorry, give me a minute. I was spacing out.
No, you're good. That's
There
an
we go.
8. Those are not good rolls. And
I am consistently not sneaky, and I am consistent.
not perceptive, I think is what he was
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think Chris is the new Perry. All right. Hopefully this issue resolves itself by next Friday.
Technical difficulties.
All right. And then Irina rolled a 15 for her stealth. So you all duck off into some bushes on the side of the road. And then you hear these footsteps coming closer. 3d6. As you see 7 figures approaching, carrying torches and pitchforks. You look, you see, these just look like they don't have armor, they have tattered clothing. These look like just common folk.
Are they humans?
Yes. And
Hi.
are you just jumping out and saying hi?
I can't jump out, dude. I rolled a natural 1.
I mean, you still tried to hide. That doesn't mean you were
Still
successful.
standing there.
You still jumped into the shit with them. So
She's doing the things that the kids do when they're like hiding behind a pole, but you can still see all of them.
yeah.
No, I'm gonna come out so that it doesn't. I think what I want to do is I'm just gonna go ahead and step out confidently to draw attention towards me and not the people that are actually stealth, and then just basically pretend like I needed to pee in the woods and then make my way back to the path.
These look towards you as they walk and say, "Who else is with you?"
Butch steps out to join my bard.
My buddy right here.
My apologies. I know my appearance is strange and bizarre, and I look like some sort of turtle human. I'm a turtle. I was born this way.
How many travel with you?
Maybe I was boned.
We know there were at least a few
Well-
more. We heard the noises.
I talk a lot, including to myself. What are you guys up to?
Would it be if I suddenly wild shaped? Would it be super obvious
yeah,
to these
you got a
people?
stealth of 4, so yes, it would be super obvious. We heard at least
I'm just
2
gonna
more
step
with
out
you.
as well. I'm gonna
Well,
step
you may
out
have
as
heard.
well.
You may have heard this little guy. This is Elton. He makes
And
a
then
lot of
I'm-
noise because he's very low to the ground, so he's kind of wobbly. You know,
And
he hits a
I'm
lot
gonna
of stuff.
step out as well and be like, you probably heard me too. I also had to pee.
I'm
You know
just
how like ladies go to the bathroom together? You know what I mean?
hiding.
Like, you just
I'm hiding
Strength
very
numbers.
competently, just shaking my head. Like,
What brings you to these parts?
I believe that my friend said that the bushes were being used as a restroom.
I didn't mean right this minute. I meant where are you headed?
Oh, we're I think back from the direction that. Wait, which direction did they approach from?
They were coming the way you were headed, so they were coming from the west.
Yeah, we would be passing you guys.
Arden said a sneak around to flank him.
So that's a direction, but where is your destination?
we're
I
kind
heard-
of travelers, wanderers. You know.
I can honestly say that I forget the name of the place that we're going to.
I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but we don't really see a lot of wanderers here.
Oh, we're
Maybe they're really
that's-
bad at wandering.
Okay,
we're really good
so
at it. We've been all over the place.
we came through some woods and now we can't get out. So I apologize. I feel like that's kind of not our fault.
I would say since
We saw a path, and it's going in a direction, and we like to just pick a direction and go.
Go ahead.
Woods are good in the fog and woods.
I'm gonna give it to Rhett because she's the bard here. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, I forgot to. There's another creature that's supposed to be on the board right now.
Ethan the Hawk?
Say what?
Or Ethan the Bat?
Bruce the Bat.
Bruce. Your name's not Bruce.
Ah,
I mean, is Elton on here? I don't see him near me.
No, he's not. I'll pull him out.
From the shadows, I'm activating my Crimson Ray.
So you see them kind of, their body language kind of lighten a little bit. And well, if you are truly just wanderers who have gotten lost, I pity you, unfortunately. The rest of us have
Why?
been-
What's wrong? What's with the group and the torches? What's with all the flames?
These, I don't know if, well, clearly you're not familiar with this area. These woods are not exactly safe. There's a lot of...
no, they are not.
A lot of foul creatures that roam these woods. We are coming from Vallaki towards Barovia to hopefully see what's going on there and try and talk to a few people. Our business is not really yours. However, people...
I thought we were just having conversation because you asked us a bunch of questions, so I just figured, hey,
Fair.
we're sharing stories.
That's
So-
fair. However, unfortunately, and you probably are not aware of this since you did happen to stumble into this area, unfortunately, your fate is now sealed as ours as well. People
What's your fate?
enter, but they do not leave this area. The mists that surround us make it impossible to leave, unfortunately. So,
Oh, I thought maybe it was like we were headed to a wrestling show or anything. It's like, you know, this many people enter, only one remains. That's less fun.
it's...
What you're describing sounds way less fun.
Much less fun than that. However, I wish I had something else to tell you other than, unfortunately, find a comfortable spot because you will be here for a very, very long time.
Well,
Like
it looks to
here
me.
specifically, or like
Within
that way specifically?
within the confines of the mist, within the valley of Barovia.
I'm sorry, Nick. You said that they have torches. Did you also say they had pitchforks and other farming implements that
Yeah.
could be used to murder people?
Yeah.
It looks to me that you are off to go. Are you off to? Is there someone that needs killing? Is that what's going on here?
Well, like I stated, these woods are not exactly a safe place to travel, so we tend
Okay.
to arm ourselves with whatever means we have available
Sure.
when traveling.
All
And
right.
there's no one in particular, for sure? Because you guys are kind of dressed like people on a mission.
Only for our own protection.
So like,
I'm gonna roll
do
my insight again.
So do weapons protect you against the mist?
It's not the
Like the
mist, it's
torches
the
and-
creatures in the mist.
Oh,
Or,
mist
Let's
creatures.
roll a 22 for my insight regarding their honesty. Let me redo my camera. How honest are these honest townsfolk?
You've never been clearer in your questioning.
So,
How's Elric holding up during this interrogation?
how is Elric holding up?
Elric has
Probably like
not-
this.
Elric has not actually shown himself during this entire procession, and he is just kind of like, "We're all gonna die out here. We're all gonna die out here."
Staying hidden
anyone,
in
like,
the
shutting
shadows
him
with
up?
me?
So,
Sorry, Scott, I missed that.
I
We-
just said you're staying hidden in the shadows with me.
Yeah,
You got
I
a
am-
21, yeah.
Yeah, I am staying hidden.
If-
Honestly, because I have dread, even if my hiding failed, I'd still be trying to hide.
if
We
there-
switched to hex tiles, huh?
These are maps for that. There was actually a group of a map pack for Curse of Strahd that I downloaded. That was built for Foundry,
On
so
the map. On the map.
Hex tiles are so much nicer.
they are. Anyway, so
I like being able to go diagonal 1.5
yeah,
times.
I'm sure you
far.
do.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's true.
he said the one that has been talking looks at you and says, and kind of nods slightly and says, "If there's nothing else, we will leave you to it." And
I
kind
think
of-
that'll do it.
And Nick, they're being very, very straightforward.
I sent you a DM for your
Oh,
insight.
I did not. I can do computers.
Well, would I be able to perceive that? Would I roll for that
You would
after
roll
the conversation?
You would roll insight to check people, to perceive people. You can't perceive shit.
Lindsay,
But-
No. Oh, that was
I
Gwen.
guess I've rolled perception for people before, but so
No,
I guess I'm confused.
insight is always to tell if people are being honest or not. Perception is to see things.
Lindsay, Butch is gonna cough.
For
You can tell he's speaking Draconic.
to Gwen and Rhett, you guys believe him. He seems perfectly honest.
And when I speak in Draconic by barking with a cough, I let you know that I think he's hiding something. Those weapons are more. I think they're out to get someone.
Mm.
If there's-
Cough, cough, cough.
If there's nothing else, we'll be on our way. And he kind of motions his head towards everybody else, and the 7 of them start walking off.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna go over to Butch and ask whisper if we should follow them a bit or not.
What's the range on detect thoughts?
I
I don't know, what does it say?
I'm currently torn between our mission and the desire to protect other people that we don't even know.
I asked what the range was on detect thoughts.
Yeah, and I said I don't know. What does it say?
Self.
30 feet.
There you go.
Why does it? Okay, I don't know where it says now. Can I? I can get surface level thoughts without them knowing, right? Or without having to roll anything.
Yes.
Okay, I want to detect thoughts on that guy.
Surface level thoughts of this guy.
I like turtles.
He is terrified. He is trying to.
Us?
You're not sure with surface level thoughts. You just get a strong emotion of just complete and utter fear.
He failed his wisdom saving throw and rolled a 5 this morning.
So he is terrified.
And that's all you get before he walks out of range.
Do the people that live here have to do that?
You don't know?
They probably do.
So,
I guess everyone's problems can't be our problems.
I
So,
feel like that's gonna bite us in the ass.
probably, but what doesn't? I mean, you know, it can bite us in the ass now.
I
Maybe
hear
later.
bite him in the ass and I jump out of the bushes at him.
Oh my god.
Don't bite
are you
anyone in the
jumping?
ass.
Are you jumping? No.
No.
Okay.
But
Well,
choose-
he said they were out of range, so it's fine.
Out of range of her detect thoughts. So they're 30 feet away from Gwen at this point.
I'm gonna sling my shield down in front and call to them. No, really. Why don't you tell me who you're after?
Are you make an intimidation check?
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
I guess I'm scary.
I mean, you did say you swung your shield out in front, like you're taking an offensive posture,
Defensive posture?
defensive posture.
Yeah,
Either way, you're
defensive.
swinging out a shield and saying, "You're muted, Perry."
I am so muted right now. You have no idea what I'm saying. I'm just getting my shield out. I guess. I may as well be casting whole person.
Yeah, that's. I mean, for
Oh.
these, you're literally
no.
winging out.
That
a-
is so extreme.
You guys are about to kill a
21.
bunch of poor innocent people.
This happened one time. Like, I don't want to.
This is different. This is
You guys just
different.
become a bunch of mass
screwed up
murderers
worse
every
last
time you come into the Shadowfell.
This. These
With-
people.
To be fair, one of those times I wasn't here at all. But I was horrified.
With a 21, you see this guy look towards you. Actually,
Scary turtle man with a holy symbol on his shield.
I thought you
Which you
covered
covered
the
it with
whole,
charcoal.
Yeah, you covered the holy symbol
I
with charcoal.
did, but I uncovered it last night to show. Why can't I remember her name?
Irina?
Irina.
Irina.
Come on, Irina.
So it is
you know,
visible
now
right
you'll
now.
remember forever.
Yeah, you see this this man kind of put a hand up. Says, "We have no quarrel with you. Please put your weapons away. We are here to protect ourselves and our fellow Barovians."
Is it a monster?
There are many monsters that roam these woods. And yes, we are in search of them.
Who are they?
These monsters. Does a monster have a name?
There's not a specific monster that we are looking for. There are creatures, unholy creatures that roam these woods. Werewolves, undead. We are traveling between the villages trying to root out as many of these as we can that are close to the villages to protect the villagers.
Okay. I rolled really well on my insight. I rolled really well on my intimidation. The answers have not changed.
Sounds like
I
they
mean-
might be on the up and up.
Yeah. I mean, he went from saying that they were. The difference was he went from saying that they were merely walking around trying to protect themselves while they were going from town to town to they're actively searching out these beasts in the woods.
Well, since you are very well, I will raise my hand. How many fingers do turtles have? Is it 5 or is it
Yes.
4? Is it? It's 4.
Unless we're doing Ninja Turtle
do that.
logic and doing 3.
Yes.
Like, how many fingers do you want?
And I will say, I give you the blessing of Sahanin Moonbow. Best of luck. Have courage.
To which he kind of puts his hand on his chest and nods deeply to you. It says, looking at your shield, he says, I would recommend not flaunting that symbol in the open.
Right.
You look around and you see the other 6. While you guys were having this conversation, you saw the other 6 kind of fan out in kind of a crescent formation, and you can now see them loosening the grips on their pitchforks and clubs and stuff. They were you could tell that they were definitely preparing for a fight.
Well, Butcher's going to sit down, get out a charcoal stick, and start blacking out his holy symbol again.
Fantastic. And as you do that, the group then continues back towards the village of Barovia, where you all left.
Are they gone?
Yep, I won the fight.
Proud of you, Butch. Can we get going? Time's a wasting.
If we don't encounter anything, this place won't kill us immediately. As long as we don't encounter anything.
Elric, if you die, I'm bringing you back. It's going to be fun.
Like, at the sound of that, it's like Elric tries his best not to mutter the word when.
I'm gonna just put my hand on Elric's shoulder and I'm gonna say, buddy, it happened to me twice. You're gonna be okay.
So,
Circumstances for yours notwithstanding.
Elric, don't forget about the amazing. I mean, you're the most amazing wizard tank I've ever met. You're incredible. You're fantastic. You're my favorite wizard.
Let's get moving before I become your favorite dead wizard.
Can I see how
All right.
long have we been walking?
45 minutes, roughly.
Is Irina still looking stable and
Yeah, she looks fine.
fine? Okay.
So, the ones of you that did successfully hide, you do reemerge with the rest of your party. You continue for probably another 15, 20 minutes through this winding road through the woods that you notice is on a fairly steep upward grade. You continue, and then after about 15 minutes, the road takes a sharp turn towards the north. You walk probably another mile or so before you see, or as you follow the dirt road, clinging to the side of the mountains and ends before an arching bridge of mold-encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perched on the corner of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines at the blanket of the valley. that blanket the valley. Sorry.
Is this the bridge where Elric's at?
Yes.
Okay.
Look around to see if there's anything possibly coming from the water, coming from above, coming to eventually kill us all.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, can I investigate the gargoyles?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna look around as well.
Be clear, we're at the bridge, right?
Correct.
23.
23 investigation check.
18.
All right. So, first off, Elric and Rhett and Gwen, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You notice an extremely sharp drop where this bridge crosses over. You kind of peer over the edge, and it's just a sheer cliff face down into this river in this small valley. Arnon, with a 23, you look closely, and you've seen things like this before. In the mouths of the gargoyles, you see holes, like deep chasms. You look down, and you can almost trace a tripwire down that goes to about 10 feet in front of the bridge to a row of cobblestones that you see are slightly raised above all the other, where the stones begin.
I'll
Definitely.
point at him and say, "Don't step there."
Oh,
And then I'll try to disarm it.
Go for it.
hey, Gwen, you want to hear an elf joke?
Absolutely.
That's 25.
Those are booby traps.
With a
elves.
25.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
With a 25, yeah, it takes you a minute, but you're able to find the appropriate amount of force to deactivate, to loosen up the tripwire, cut it, deactivate the trap without setting it off.
Should be good now.
I can step on him. Now,
If you need to, some compulsion. Go for it.
Probably wiser to avoid the issue altogether.
I agree with the human.
what?
How
I know.
how much bridge are we talking here?
5 feet across, 10 feet across, 15 feet across, 12.5 feet across.
it's a long bridge. It's probably it's a big, thick stone bridge, and it's probably a good 150, 200 feet across.
But will it support me?
I mean, it's a
Size doesn't matter. It's the keystone.
That's right. No, it's a stone, and it appears to be a sturdy bridge.
Okay. I'm no dwarf.
So, for this next leg of travel, I would like someone else to roll me a d20.
Yes,
I'll do
someone
it.
else, please.
Oh, wait. I gotta turn off all this stuff. Roll 1d20.
You guys are
3!
fucking roll today.
Oh no.
It's random. Any of us could have rolled that.
Hey, just as good a chance as rolling as any of you.
That's right.
Where is it?
Yep. Well,
Preparing for our impending doom.
Nick knows anything he puts on those random tables can happen.
That's right.
So I'm sure he's prepared for all of them.
Absolutely.
Even if it means that, oh, I don't know, massive ships descend from the heavens. Ships in the shape of.
Do you remember My problem with talking before the results come in.
Exactly. So, as you all walk, I would make perception checks.
Perception. Another perception.
That's 24.
25.
Just had to one up me.
Always.
Also,
Goddamn bard.
Butch, since you rolled it,
21.
I need you to roll.
We're going to karaoke night. I'm winning this.
I forgot, Butch. I
All
need
I
you.
know is
I also need
dirges.
you to roll a d6.
Okay. Roll a d6. Roll a d6.
It's consistent.
Yeah, Orpheus actually saw something.
5. That can't be good.
That's just an adult, not an ancient.
So,
Oh no.
as you all walk, let's see. Everyone, you notice a mound off to the side of the road. You look, and it's a body.
Ugh. Is it a moist mound?
You get closer, and you notice that this is a man, similarly dressed to the people you just encountered.
Oh, so it's an almond joy.
God damn it, Scott.
Yeah.
Only if
See-
the human has nuts.
Yeah,
This is still at the bridge, right?
you've walked probably a couple miles past the bridge at this point.
So it's a moist mound of a man. It's either nutty or has nuts.
You notice that the body has massive claw marks. It's torn to shreds. These
A moist
claw marks,
mound of a man
flesh rended from its bones.
who's been mauled.
We all see that now.
Yes.
Butch, go pretend to investigate it.
I will go actually investigate it.
Fantastic.
Can I do a nature check around
Holy
it to see if I can
crap.
detect any information on what's there?
Sure.
Butch rolled
I
a
would-
What
16.
might have done this?
I'd
Brandon
like to
rolled
do
a
the same
15.
a nature check as well.
Go for
Dude,
it.
I'm done
From a
rolling.
4.
Fuck this.
Because Gwen,
Orpheus is gonna
Gwen
stand
can't
by with
see
the woman
shit.
to make sure she doesn't do anything weird.
Fantastic.
Gwen's
That's
done.
good.
Gwen gives up. I'm gonna turn into a horse and let Irina take a ride.
Okay.
Got a
So,
big ass shell in my way.
yeah. Butch and Arnon, you don't really notice anything. I mean, this creature was definitely mauled by something. There's
Like recently or a long time ago.
probably within the last. Well, actually, Rhett would be the one that would realize this with her nature check. Within the last 24 hours, sometime. Rhett, you do notice with a 12. You can't be 100% sure, but these look like claw marks and bite marks from some sort of canine, only much larger than a normal wolf or dog. Much, much larger.
This looks like it's from a wolf or a much, much larger dog. Look at these teeth marks.
Oh, a dire retriever.
Exhibit
Dire
A.
retriever.
And I just have my axe out and I'm just pointing at things on the body as like a pointer. This is like my teacher. This is like my PowerPoint.
I'll look over at Irina and ask, is anybody you know?
Let's find out. She looks and says, unfortunately, the face is too mauled I can't really make him out. It's not somebody I immediately recognize now.
A moist mold mound of a man.
Funeral rites or anything you wanted to render, Butch, before we keep going?
Always.
See any tracks?
I'll do the quick 1-minute version.
Do we
This is
see
like
any
the
tracks or anything?
drive-through rights.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Do we see any tracks or anything?
With you do
I
see a
see
few.
tracks?
Actually, all three of you, you do see some large canine prints around the body. You can't really make out how many or where they came from or where they left.
I don't know where they came from or
Where
did they go?
Where did they come from? Where did they go?
Oh no.
I have no idea.
Where do we go now? Where do we go now?
Right.
Where do you go now?
I'm going to have my bat kind of circling us up in the air.
Weird coincidence. They played in Rome when I was there. But I did not go see them. I saw their stage being set up, though.
Wait, Guns N' Roses?
Yeah.
Holy
So-
shit.
They were playing in the
Guns and Romans.
carnival.
So,
Of course.
Yeah, and my hat of disguise currently looks like Slash's top hat and hair.
Fantastic.
So
So are you continuing?
accessory.
Or?
It's a hat of accessory right now.
Is your
Do you
bat?
have the burning cigarette to go with it?
Always.
That's Sid. Anyway, what are you all continuing?
Yeah. for
Yes.
City.
Elric, you'll let us know if your bat spots anything, right?
Yes. Of
Oh.
course.
Is it a master detective?
Oh wait,
So-
say that again.
Some may
Is it
say the greatest.
Is it the greatest detective?
It's the greatest detective.
Combat trained by ninja?
Anyway, so you
It
continue.
can detect things, of
You
course.
continue walking
Excellent.
up the road for about another mile, 2 miles, before you notice you come to one leg of like a Y intersection. You see the road. You're at this rate. The road has meandered to the point where you're headed more or less north by slightly northeast, and you do see the road splits, one branch going almost true east while the other one goes northwest.
Can we see the castle from where we are?
Make a perception check.
Another one.
Oh, I might be able to see it.
Arnon definitely sees it. Elric, you can see it to an extent, but the fog, you can kind of see to your east, a few miles away on the side of a cliff. You can tell that's Arnon, you can tell that is where that eastward road heads. But you do see, Elric, you can see the outline of a shape in the fog. Arnon, you can kind of picture out that this is the same castle that you saw when you were down in the village.
And basically, all I see the same thing as Elric sees, right? Since we rolled the
Correct.
same.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Butch pulls out the map and is like,
We're
all right,
gonna go
Elric,
that
which
way."
way should we go? Oh, what? We should
Not
go that way?
No.
Not that way. Okay.
Northeast. Northwest.
Butch is peering at the map.
We want to go northwest.
You sure we should
sure you're
go
not peeping
east
at
and
the
just
map?
end this now?
Yesterday, yeah, we probably should have, but today, no.
Yeah, my thing is, well, can I have like a sidebar with Arnon? Like, how would I handle that? That's a legitimate.
I mean, if you want to like pull him off to the side, absolutely you could.
Arden, can I have a word?
Yeah.
So
My turn.
I don't really want to engage in too many battles with this person that was kind of an unknown quantity, because I don't know if we trust completely that she won't turn against us at some point. Like, how do you feel about that? I don't know if she's going to help or hurt us in battles, so I'd prefer to avoid them for the time being if we can, until I know it's going to be unavoidable at some point, but if we can, I'd like to avoid it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's an unknown.
And then Nick, who does she like normally hang around? Like, who is she kind of like attaching herself to for the most part? Like,
Let's find out.
who does she seem to trust the most to like kind of follow near, gravitate towards?
Oh my god!
She may not trust me, but Orpheus has been next to her the whole time,
rolled a 4.
watching her suspiciously.
I've been watching her a lot and trying to stay near her. Whether or not that's creeping her out, I don't know.
I rolled a 4 twice in a row, so clearly 4 is the number we're going to go with. Which, if we go by the stream layout, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be Elric. She has been, seems to be.
She's hanging out with Judge Dredd.
Yeah,
right now.
she's
Got it.
hanging out.
Okay.
She seems to
Got
be close.
She's Elric's like, would you stop it, man? You're freaking me out.
Elric may or may not think that she's trying to assassinate him. I don't know.
Elric has assessed that this land is deadly, but this lady is not. Like, if anything, is like, if I'm going to die, I'll be the one to go down first.
Fantastic.
So stay behind.
Okay.
We're probably
then the
going to die,
conversation-
but
That I had with Arnon, I will then privately have with Gwen as well, just about not wanting to engage in battles with an unknown quantity if avoidable, knowing that there's probably going to be some unavoidable conflict.
Yeah, I think minimum, regardless, is probably a good idea here.
let's keep moving.
Sorry, northwest.
As you all
All right.
continue northwest, you go for about another hour or so as you meander. The road meanders and kind of goes downhill slightly. You make it about a little over 2 miles before you come to another intersection of the road. You see, actually, it's fairly easy. Most of you would see this. The road, at this point, you are traveling again, pretty much due north. The road continues north, and then there's also an offshoot that goes west. You look down the western road, the north road, you look up, and it seems to cut along the side of a forest before turning north and going into the forest. The road that goes off to the west, you see it go down a graded slope. You can see at this distance, probably about a quarter mile or so, down to what appears to be like an old farmland, and you see a rickety old windmill where the road kind of leads directly to.
I mean, I want to go to the windmill. If Roy Kent loves windmills now, I want to go see windmills. So,
It seems to be, like I said, probably about quarter mile away.
Is it along the path, the way we're going?
You're at a Y intersection.
Okay, so the way we want to go is away from the windmill.
More than likely. I mean, this path seems to just go a quarter mile and then dead end into this old farm, whereas the northern path continues up and kind of meanders along the edge of the forest before turning northwest and seeming to enter the forest.
No side quests with this lady.
Let's stick
Sounds good.
to going north.
But the next windmill we happen upon, in safety, I'd like to, take the scenic route.
Maybe when we're not.
Maybe when we're not.
Exactly. Exactly. As long as we're not then I'm great. I agree.
I would prefer not to die in a windmill.
I don't know. It'd be quixotic.
I'm a morbid human being because I'm like, what if there are like more bodies tied to the windmill?
Oh my god.
Go ahead and make a
No.
perception check.
Bring them down.
This is
They all have
Give
wooden
them
shoes
proper
on.
burial.
the better for us to avoid.
Go ahead and make a perception check if you want.
But
Would
that
I be able to see
suggestion,
if there's
I would-
bodies tied to the windmill?
It's only a quarter mile away.
Butch is looking now. You got him thinking about it.
You
got
said
16.
You said perception.
Yes.
Okay, so I got a 31. Do I see bodies on the windmill?
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh no.
Well,
Is this a whimsical windmill or is this a windmill from hell?
with so just for the people listening to the podcast, we have Elric with a 15. I'm sorry, no. Butch with a 16, Elric with a 16, Gwen with a 13, and Rhett with a 31. And
I'm not looking at fucking windmill.
what you see with a 31, we will answer right when we come back from break. Because it is
Son of a bitch.
9:50. So stick with us.
Normally I'm like, yay, I have to
no.
pee. And now I'm like, tell me if it's whimsical or hellish. Fuck.
That is the high quality type of cliffhanger you can support by signing up to be a patron
Exactly.
at Those Natural Ones.
So-
Patreon.com/Those
That's
Natural
right.
Ones.
So stick with us. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to see what
You-
Rhett sees.
Answer all your windmill related questions.
I see.
Answer all your windmill related questions in about 10 minutes.
I'm
So,
going to go grab my wooden shoes right now.
fantastic. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Stick with us. All right, everybody, we are back. Unfortunately, Chris had an emergency he had to take care of. Yay, moving is fun to new houses. Anyway, hopefully he gets that resolved fairly quickly. So, 31 perception check. So you look down and you don't see bodies hanging on this windmill. You do see the canvas on the sails and everything ripped and torn. You do see
Rip torn?
ripped torn. Yeah. Sparkles, fucking glitter.
Is that
everywhere.
Rip torn?
Yeah. No,
Oh my
you see very it doesn't look like anybody's really been there in quite a while. You do see with a 31 though, you do notice things have been strewn about outside of the front door. Like, this is not just like your little windmill. This is like a full-fledged old windmill that potentially has like a house inside of it that people can live inside of it, like a big fucking windmill, like the big Dutch windmills. Anyway, the front door that you see that's been knocked off, gaping open, and you do see like furniture and boxes and crates busted along the ground. You can't really make it out because you're like a quarter mile away, but you do see quite a bit of clutter strewn about, like, and this place has been tossed. Somebody was looking for something.
I'm going to share that with the group.
Oh, let's check it out.
Wait. Should we?
Let's wait.
We have someone to get to Vallaki.
I think
Is
that
that
we
not?
keep
Oh.
this in mind. Should we want to return? Take some notes.
Sorry, I thought it was. Which way are we going?
I mean, you're going. The road that you're on continues northeast-ish, but then also this road goes off about a quarter of a mile to the west into this farm.
Oh, okay.
Elric is going to point northeast. Let's stick to the path and stay close to the forest. We might need to hide.
All right. Well, you are the smartest
Sounds good. Let's do it.
one in the room, so let's do that.
Not that it'll help us in the end.
So, you all are continuing the road north. I would like someone else now to roll me a d20.
Oh, Elric, you're a real gloomy gust today.
You can.
I'll do it.
You
Or
sure
were
you don't
about
want me to
Rhett?
do it?
Do it, Rhett.
I think it's Red's turn.
Yep,
Please.
Brett, it's your turn.
You've seen my rolls tonight. Please roll.
You can make
I
the
don't know,
human
you got
do
a
it.
1 and a 3 on the d20 rolls tonight, so we'll see what's...
Go for 2. Go for a 2.
You did it right. I mean, like, it's not good, but, like, I did it right.
You still did it.
1, 3, 6.
Reddit is disappointed in you.
Sorry, Reddit.
No one's apologizing to Reddit.
Reddit, you knew what you did.
Fuck you, Spiz. You heard me.
So, as you continue, you make it... Go, everyone, perception checks again.
Looking around.
Oh, the ball's rolling up, boys.
The ball is rolling up the hill.
God damn.
Hey,
Y'all are some
Perceptive
deceptive
bunch.
motherfuckers.
I'm not.
Except for...
it's because we have the low ground.
So, you all walk for about another hour or so. You get to, probably closer to like half hour, 45 minutes. You all get to where the road seems to curve to the north into the forest. Suddenly, damn near everybody starts hearing very slow horse hooves coming.
Not Gwen horse hooves.
No, these are very, very slow, and they seem not quite the same as the hoof, like what you typically hear. Slightly lighter, perhaps, but something about this sound does not sound like typical horse.
If I hear that,
That's
can I
unnatural.
cast Pass Without a Trace as soon as I start hearing the sound coming?
Absolutely.
This doesn't sound natural, guys. We should probably get to the side of the road again.
Yeah.
Immediately going to hide.
Do we need to roll stealth?
Yes. Go ahead and roll stealth and add your +10 for pass without a trace.
17. With my +10.
I added it to the roll when I rolled
I
it.
guess 31 for my 31.
Fantastic.
40.
Jesus Christ.
Dang it, Arnon.
All right. So
Oh,
that is.
I added a D10 as opposed to just a 10.
Oops. So that was actually. Oh, you got rolled a 10 on the D10, so it works.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that checks out.
Can you roll? Do you have Orpheus control?
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me give you
The-
Oh, Elric, you're not supposed to run.
Orpheus. What player number are you?
number 3.
Number 3. All right, you should have access to Orpheus now too.
Okay, yep. He's gonna roll stealth.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's still a 16 though. Okay, so we have
Wow.
Gwen with a 17, Rhett with a 31, Butch with a 30, Arnon with a 40. Arnon's gone out of the game. Arnon's in Skyrim somewhere, fucking.
The gods cannot see where he went.
Elric with
Oh,
a
you're,
19.
you're
and-
finally awake.
Yeah. Orpheus with a 16. You all duck into the bushes again, right on the edge. And around the corner, coming out of
What
the
about-
forest, through
what
the
about
mist,
Irina?
come a...
Oh, Irina.
Oh, shit. You're right, Irina. Hold on. Good call.
Does she step on a branch?
We're about to find out.
Or does she become the branch?
There's stealth.
I
Ooh.
would have gotten her too.
+10. Yes, you
Yeah.
would.
Would pass without a trace.
Irina got a 16 as well. All right. So you all duck into the bushes on the side of the road. Turning the corner, out of the forest, through the mists, comes a skeletal warhorse and rider, both clad in ruined chainmail. The skeletal rider holds up a rusted lantern that sheds no light, and they are just slowly trotting along the road out of the forest.
Is it Johnny Depp? Is
Not
it like
quite.
Sleepy Hollow?
Kind of,
Okay.
but he does have a head.
Wait, he's got a lantern that sheds no light.
Correct.
Hide behind something, guys.
Okay.
I try to follow Arnon's instructions discreetly.
Me too?
Same.
I think Elric is actually just going to go invisible.
Smart.
Well, if he's got true sight, he might be able to see through that.
Well, going invisible and hiding.
Right.
Okay,
So
behind something
He seems-
solid.
he seems to continue, like I said, very slow gait of the warhorse, the skeletal warhorse, as it continues down this path, down this road. Goes past, not seeming to notice you, and seems to pass your position and continue down the way that you all came. Are you letting him pass, or are you doing anything?
My
Yes,
vote is
attack
let
her.
him pass so that we can just get this lady, like,
That looks like a creature that, should anybody else be on the road, it would attack them immediately.
Yeah,
Maybe we
So-
should smash it then.
let's get this guy, this lady, to her place, and then we can smash it.
We can reduce our chances of dying in this dreaded place if we kill every threat we come across? Every threat.
So far, it's not a threat, Ulrich. So far, it's not a threat.
Mm-hmm.
As Butch visibly twitches from wanting just to destroy the undead.
The zombie you do not stab in the brain is the one that ends up biting you when you're asleep.
It's sound logic.
It's not helping.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Let's drop this lady off first.
I think
Ulrich?
Ulrich's doing it.
Elric?
Yep. This is happening.
He snapped. Remember.
Out of fear that that thing is an eventual death sentence, Elric is going to preemptively cast Mind Sliver on this thing.
Okay, hold on. Before you do that,
Before I do that,
let me adjust something real quick.
I'm gonna populate.
I've got to fix the camera since Chris had to jump. Give me just a second.
Yep.
I gotta get my ret back. Give me a second. My ret disappeared.
Not my rat.
Not my ret. Not like this. Not like this.
Gotta retcon me.
All right, where's my apps?
Mecon.
Mecon.
Mecon 2023.
Oh no.
That just sounds like you swindling people.
It is.
It's like
When am I
Fire
not?
Festival.
That's, that's accurate. That's entirely fair.
Yeah, listen here, target audience.
All right, so let's go ahead and switch to our map cam here. And now you will see. I'm going to put you all here. Hold on. Make sure that you... Okay, so you all can see. I'm going to throw you out here. You guys find your appropriate hiding spots that you would have been in. Morpheus, Rets,
I can't
Arnhem.
know the hiding spot until I know where the guy is.
Where
Yeah.
is Irina Kor? And
Behind
now
the
I
big-ass
need
fucking
a...
tree.
Where is my... Oh no.
And
Hold on.
summon the guy.
Hold please.
Summon the
This
guy.
This held moment brought to you by the thing that we could totally be advertising.
Hold please.
Could be.
Could be fun.
Could
could
be
be
fun.
Monsters Foundry.
Sponsor
I'm healthy.
us.
I'm so stealthy right now. He won't know what hit him.
All right. So, where are we? Sorry. Give me a second. Hold please. Where did it import? There they are. Okay, so you are going to see...
Oh, we're back.
We're back. Sorry.
But we got
This warhorse with a skeletal rider on top of it.
Oh, we're about to learn a terrible lesson.
Riding down here. So, go ahead and place yourselves where you would have been hidden. Place yourselves full.
Hide.
Can I climb the tree
Under
like
the
in,
cover?
in the before
Oh.
times?
If you would like to make an athletics check to see how quickly you can climb a tree, go for it.
Right here.
I'll hide in the tree.
It's not
I'm
pretty,
assuming-
but yeah, you can. You can shuffle up a tree.
I
I'm
shimmied.
assuming Irina would be hiding behind me.
Yes,
since
Irina
that's
was
the-
with you.
Oh.
All right, is
I
that?
guess she's not
and
hiding
then
behind my massive bulk.
I
Then.
would say Orpheus would probably be over with you as well.
Yep.
So, Elric, what did you want to do?
Going to preemptively cast Mind Sliver
On
on the rider.
the rider. Go for it. This is a surprise attack, so go for
Horse
it.
is the brain behind the operation. Ryder's just a puppet.
Come on. There we go.
I mean, animated undead have some kind of psychic something, right?
That creature needs to make an intelligence saving throw or take that amount of damage.
Intelligence saving throw. What the fuck just happened? Ah, why did it not let me roll? It did it for me.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Oh no,
I don't like that at all.
it's automated.
All right. With that, that is a fail, and he does take 8 damage. And with that, I would like everybody to roll initiative for me.
Okay. Oh boy. How do I
Oh,
do
no.
my
Oh
thing?
no.
I mean, that's
Oh,
fitting
no.
since you just went.
How do I roll initiative with this fancy bar?
Oh, it's right above the picture in the lower left-hand corner. Look for the D20 right above it.
Oh, hell yeah. Did I do it?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
You did it with a whopping
God.
7.
7.
All right.
God.
that.
I'm trying to use my vigilant blessing.
Oh no.
But
And
how do I target myself? Is that what I do?
These motherfucking beasts on this motherfucking plane.
All right, cool.
where in the hell is this?
Nope.
I don't see it.
Which thing are you looking for?
Initiative.
Oh, do you have the Argon HUD up in the lower left-hand corner?
Yeah.
The Arnon Hub.
Okay. Right above your picture, you should see a small D20-like icon.
Jesus.
I need to add my DA to that though.
Do you really?
You're supposed to get 2 dice.
He might.
So that's actually 30.
Get fucked. I don't think that's going to change anything. Okay, Butch, you got a 19. I can re-roll. So
It'll
it
change
was a
something
12 anyway,
Oh, here.
so I'll just change it to a 19.
It affects
Thank
right
you.
here.
All right, cool.
It
So-
affects morale.
Yeah.
Let's begin. Arnon, it's your turn.
Okay. I saw him. I saw Elric attack, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I still didn't know how to do it on this
Oh,
menu, so I just rolled, and I guess we're good.
what is it, 13?
Did you
What's your
add me?
dex is
Well,
plus
she gets to
3,
add
so
her
that's...
dex mod.
Yeah, so that's 16. All right, hold on.
How tall is the horse?
How tall is a horse? Hold on.
It's a regular horse. I can attack the dude from
Wait, why
the
did it...
ground.
15, 16. Wait, that's Gwen. Shit. Hold on. Update. So you are 16. Yes, it's a regular size horse.
All right.
That would be between 13 and 17 hands.
Get the fuck out of here with your hands.
Yeah, you measure horse. How many hands tall is it? A legitimate measurement.
Yes, I am aware.
Oh, I thought you were laughing at
My
me. No,
daughter
it's
used
real.
my daughter used to volunteer at a horse rescue.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, Arden, what are you doing?
Every time I try to hit hex, it unselects my target. Trying to hex that fucking rider.
Fantastic. All right, so you hex him.
Then I'm gonna run up. Boop. And cut a bitch.
Go for it.
Huh?
Go for it.
I don't know how to use this Argon shit.
Click on.
Mhm.
There should be a.
Yeah, I select the guy as a target, and then I try to click on the rapier, and it unselects him as a target. And what is this 3 dice of 6 thing next to my picture?
That's how
Oh,
many
that's-
movement spaces you have.
Ah, okay.
I don't know why it didn't take him away, but that's six.
It took away 3 of
Oh,
them.
it did. Yeah, because that's 6 squares. That's how many squares of movement you have.
Okay. Yeah, the button doesn't do anything. It just says 0 of 1 targets when I click on it and unselects him.
That's strange.
Yeah, I'm going to use the E thing, I guess.
All right.
Oh, it does a 26
Yeah,
hit.
26 hits.
That's a relief.
All right, regular damage. 15. Crimson Right. 2 lightning damage. And Hex. 5 necrotic.
So you explode this rider into bones. Into piles of bones that just go flying off the back of this horse. You do see the horse kind of rear up a little bit.
Okay, kill the horse.
Go for it.
Whoops. That does a 23 hit.
Yeah, 23 hits.
Alright. 15 damage and Crimson Right. 2 lightning damage.
That horse is already looking real hurt. Anything else for you?
That's all I got.
All right, Butch, it is your turn.
All right, I'm looking at the map. What exactly? How do I get around this thing that I'm behind?
So it's just a tree. You can go above Rhett and down, or you can go right past that lantern area.
5, 10. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
Fantastic.
How do I target the horse again? Command, click.
Double right click
Uh,
on the horse too.
He's on a max, so
I'm on a
yeah,
max, so I don't
Oh.
have a right click.
So
The
command,
command click.
yeah.
Double click.
Super triple double stamp.
Like
Nothing's
either that
changed.
or there's a
Oh,
up
wait.
in the left hand like where all of the
I got it.
buttons are? Oh, you got it?
I think so. All right. Oh, Sacred Flame. Do I click on damage?
Dexterity saving throw. Let's see. Damn it! I don't like that. Emery, turn that shit off.
I don't know why it's automating like that.
Alright.
That's kind of how the other game is. I didn't.
It's
Yeah.
removing Nick's illusion of control.
It is. I don't like not being able to roll. All right, that. Tell me how you want to do that. Kill that fucking horse.
Did they both die, or
Oh
just
yeah,
the
they're
horse?
both dead.
So, my Sacred Flame, it is of the moonlight. Motes of moonlight shoot forward from Butch, descend upon the horse, and radiant damage burning it to death.
And you see the bones of this horse just kind of incinerate and crackle, and like logs on a dying fire, you just see the embers just fading as the bones turn to dust as this creature just collapses.
Looking around for other things,
Make a perception check.
as I say, Arnon, grab the lantern.
Are we still in initiative order?
No. You are... Doesn't appear to be any immediate threats.
$16 perception for Butch.
25.
I'm gonna refresh Foundry for all these bad rolls.
You guys
Yeah.
don't... You all don't notice anything else in the immediate vicinity, at least.
Is the lantern there?
Lantern is there.
Um,
Can I detect magic off of that thing before anyone touches it?
Are you... Yeah, you can...
Better
use
say
detect
something.
magic.
Can
Yet,
I?
I'm going to cast detect magic. Don't touch it just yet.
Can I touch the bodies while you're doing that?
At your own peril, sure.
Okay. Can I use my survival skills to collect some bones?
You can certainly try.
Avoiding the lantern. I want to make a pointed
Okay, so
note.
first
Oh,
off,
I thought you were going to reanimate the animated skeleton.
I quit.
with a
I'll
12,
see you guys next week.
so there's not a lot of bones left. These things just kind of... The horse itself more or less was incinerated by the sacred flame. The bones of the rider were scattered to the four winds with Arnon's slice.
Magic sword.
Elric, you don't notice any magic coming from that lantern or anything else in the immediate vicinity. You look, and this just appears to be an old, rusted, dented lantern with no source of fuel inside of it.
It's just a lantern.
I pick it up.
Well, a lantern could be highly symbolic.
Did anything happen when I picked it up?
Nope. You now are carrying a lantern. You
Is it
look
super
at
heavy?
it. It's about the same weight as any other lantern. It's extremely rusted, extremely dented. It looks like it has been through some shit. Nothing special.
Yeah,
No
so do I.
glass. All the glass has been shattered long ago.
Y'all want this? Anybody else?
No.
I mean, that was a lantern carried by an animated skeleton. That's kind of cool in a way.
Can I hook it on my belt?
Go for it.
Yeah, get someone to cast Continuum Flame on that. That'd be pretty cool.
I'm happy to carry it in our bag if you really want it also.
That's fine. That's fine.
Bag it. Stick it on the
I'm
back.
gonna be. Otherwise, I'm gonna be clanking about between my bones, my skull, my face mask.
It's gonna be clanking.
it
You
to
may as well
Red.
give it to Elric.
I'll wrap it in
He
like
doesn't
my
need anything.
bed.
To
bedding
which,
so it's
at
a
this point,
clank.
you do notice Irina come up
Thank you, Red.
to the dust pile that was the skeletal, the horse itself. She kind of kneels down, touches the ground, and you hear her quietly say, "Be at peace." She kind of stands up, brushes her hands off, turns to the rest of you and says, "So shall we continue?"
Yes.
Please.
She's. Arnon, did she say "be at peace" or something in a foreign language?
I think she said Beatrice.
Oh, okay.
Must have been
Hey.
a friend of hers.
No, I think that's just their word for skeletal rider.
Mm.
Foreign languages are tricky.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it didn't sound more like Beatrice.
Beatrice, bee trees?
Beatrice.
Oh no, they're bees.
I start walking.
I
So,
follow.
Okay. we
Great.
lost the
Now
druid.
Elric's scared of bees too.
The
the
deadly bees.
road itself,
I don't know these bees.
I mean, to be fair, he's probably a straight A student. He's already scared of bees.
Jesus. The road itself enters into the woods and almost immediately curves to the west. You continue following this road about another half mile or so, and you see a small clearing of trees on the right. You look through and you see a large body of water. The road continues to the west.
We keep on walking.
You walk for another 2 miles. About another hour or so.
Should we break for
Before-
lunch, guys? Oh,
Damn it. Hold on 1 second. The road meandering into a valley which watched over by dark brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog pressed up against this wall as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends as a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them.
hmm. I have a werewolf problem.
Is this the town we're supposed to take her to?
Yes, according to the map.
Yes. Gwen's correct.
All right.
So ask her if there's like some type of like secret knock or something.
She says, there is no secret knock. Let me handle this. She walks up.
Hello.
You see behind the barred gate, you see these two humanoid figures standing there. They do walk towards, as Irina walks up, you see one of them approach the gate. And from your vantage point, you can't really make out what is said, but there's an interaction between the two. And then as you see the one guard kind of turn and nod towards the second guard, you see Irina turn around and start walking back towards you. The two guards walk forward, undo the bar across the gate, and start pulling the doors in. Irina turns to you and says, "They have allowed us entry. We can enter Vallaki."
Finally.
And we need to take her to the holy place, right?
Like,
Yes.
immediately skeptical about how easy this was.
Yeah, well,
Shall we?
yes.
Shall we continue then?
Yeah.
Let's go in.
I'm gonna be on high alert, like looking around for the double cross or something.
As you all enter the gates, the guards behind you close the gates, throw the bar down on top of it, barring, locking, whatever it means. You see a larger village than Barovia, where you came from. Quite a few roads branching off in multiple directions throughout. You see a number of buildings, yet still solemn, still lack of any lively nature that you typically see in these towns. You see quite a few boarded up buildings, boarded up windows and doors. Very few commoners and civilians walking through, and the ones you do see, that same solemn look as they meander through and go about their daily routines. Irina turns to all of you and says, "I've been in this village a few times. It's been a few years, but the church was on the opposite side of town, on the west side of town. If we follow this road through, the main thoroughfare through, it'll take us directly to the church."
Okay.
So,
Just generally going to keep head on a swivel, looking for all of this to go south immediately.
go ahead and make me a perception check.
I already stated that too, so
Yeah, you can as well.
Can I just preemptively wild shape into... Have I noticed any small woodland creatures around at all?
I would say
Like,
you...
have I-
Not...
Are raccoons present here?
You haven't seen any raccoons specifically, but...
I'm gonna wild shape into a rat and sit on Rhet's shoulder if she doesn't seem to mind.
I can assure you, I do not mind.
Excellent.
Okay, perception.
Well, this is weird. It's not letting me roll anything for myself anymore. It's only Elton. It will not let me select myself.
Awesome. Try...
So I'd love...
Try just dragging a box somewhere, like click dragging somewhere else and then clicking on yourself. Sometimes it glitches. We love you, Foundry. We love you, Foundry.
Yeah, I just tried to roll.
It
It let me...
It showed me the... Oh, wait. Is that it?
And the last thing I see on my
That's
chat is from
Yeah, it
11
showed me
minutes
the
ago.
roll, but it didn't actually pop through. Everything's
Weird.
popping
And I
through
just got Gwen's wild shape.
now. Yeah.
Same.
I just put that through. That was just now.
Let me go ahead and
I guess I'll reload this.
let me see if it'll work for me.
Completely forgotten again.
All right,
how to
Rhett,
do
you
the
got a
wild shape
27.
thing.
So
Awesome.
you continue walking into this village, and you don't notice anything immediately. There, like I said, it's all very dour, solemn. You do notice that the village itself is slightly better kept than Barovia, but not by much. You notice the wall surrounding the entire village. But nothing of any immediate concern.
I think our adopted father talked about a holy building here, or holy congregation here. So Butch is kind of casually looking for that.
Her brother, but yes.
Brother? Okay.
Yeah. Her father was dead.
Right.
Yeah. And you heard her say it was on the west side of the town.
West side.
So. Are you continuing through the village?
Yeah.
All right. So as you continue, you walk for a little less than a mile or so. You can tell this entire village from gate to gate on that main strip is about a mile long. Not a huge town, but bigger than Barovia. You walk through, and again, you see dozens, if not hundreds, of buildings. And out of all of these buildings, 95% of them look abandoned.
Ooh.
The few that you do see with smoke coming from the chimneys and non-boarded windows and doors. Occasionally, you see people peeking out from behind curtains, but no immediate sense of welcome. But no immediate sense of threat either. You continue walking, and as the road slightly starts to curve north, very slightly, you notice a slouching, centuries-old stone church. There's a bulging steeple in the back, and walls lined with cracks, with cracked, stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church. A thin mist creeps amongst the graves.
This makes me wish I had the mending cantrip.
What happens if you fall into a portal grave in the Shadowfell?
Probably get dirty. Oh, portal. Great. Dirty and transported?
Where?
I don't know. Maybe you get ported to the same grave and just keep falling forever.
Like that never-ending fall through the portal hole. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be bad.
That'd be a terrible way to spend your last days.
Oh, no, you'd have a...
What was that? You cut out.
Oh, you'd have lots of time to think.
Yeah, you'd starve to death.
No, people could probably throw you like a milkshake. maybe a burger, some steak. You know, like a marathon runner, pull it
Yeah.
out, you grab it on your way down.
I would hope that they would grab me.
Yeah, that'd be good. Hey, Orpheus, do you have the mending spell?
Orpheus takes a look. No,
Anyone else?
no, I don't have that one.
Mending? Fix these windows?
If
Son
you,
of a gun.
I would need to prepare that for tomorrow.
Wait, you can prepare different cantrips?
I can switch one out at a time per day.
Elric, you are amazing. You are by far my favorite wizard. This is I'm wow. That's so cool.
Are you talking to Elric or Orpheus?
Elric. Oh wait, did Orpheus say that?
No, that was Elric.
Yeah, that was
Orpheus
Elric.
would say, like, yeah, of course the wizard can do that.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Not
This
that
is
changing a
totally-
cantrip will do much.
Get these windows fixed up.
And at this point, it's probably, with your travel and everything, just so you're aware, you're probably slightly after, or you're early afternoon at this point.
Wow, we should probably see if they have any food here. Oh wait, no. Let's see who's in this holy sanctuary. Knock knock. Turtle coming through. Hello.
So you,
I'll go up the steps and knock on the door and open the door a little.
all right, so you go up and you knock on the door. You try and open the door there. It appears to be barred from the inside.
Oh well,
It appears to be me from the inside.
yes.
So you knock on the door. Are you saying anything, or are you just...
Hello. Is anyone here? I am Butch Deadlift, cleric of Sahanin Moonbow.
You hear a voice from the insides, or you hear a little bit of rustling from the inside, and you hear a voice say through the door, say, "What do you want? What do you want?"
Well, we have traveled a great distance to seek some sanctuary from this land of shadow.
Why is he not in
We
here?
do not have any sanctuary. We are fresh out.
Kind of looks through.
And I'm hoping to speak to
Your supervisor.
to a person of the cloth. We have with us someone who has been a victim of the supernatural.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Open up the skills again. Uh, 18.
You hear some more rustling on the inside, and you hear the clicking of locks as the door slightly opens inward. You see half of a humanoid face. Pale skin, dark hair, slightly graying on the sides. Human male, probably early 60s, peeking out. He looks across all of you and says, "I have not seen the likes of you in this town before."
No, we are weary travelers now. We passed through the dark forest, seemed to be unable to escape, and we were asked to escort a young woman here into your care, as she's been a victim.
And as you say that, Irina kind of like leans out from behind you and Elric. The man kind of looks across all of you and nods slightly and opens the door. Says, "Please, quickly come in."
Do you mind if I light some of these candles?
Of course, just inside, please. We do not want anything drawing
Okay.
attention on the outside.
Quickly going inside.
Yep.
As you all enter, you all file in, you see him kind of peek his head out and look from side to side before he shuts the door quickly. Pulls out the ring of keys he had in his hand, locking multiple locks on the door, and you see him throw a large timber across the back of the door. Now, please. He ushers you farther into the church itself, into more of like the actual like chapel area. You see in there you have a few rows. This is a very small chapel, very small church itself, with a few rows of pews, an altar, very minimalistic altar. This has not been used in quite a while, it appears. You do see lit candles in there. You see a small amount of lights filtering through from the broken stained glass windows. Now, you said you were bringing someone here. Which one of you is supposed to be the one you are leaving in my care?
I will step aside so that Irina may step forward.
Irina walks forward. He says, you are from the village of Barovia, are you not? She nods. Tell me, why are you bringing her here?
We are told that she has been the victim of nightly visits from a vampire.
That seems to be more and more common lately. Let me get this
Was
straight.
it-
Is it any vampire, or are you referring to Strahd?
Which doesn't remember.
We are referring to Strahd.
You see him kind of lean back and take a hand and rub his chin slightly. Crust a little bit of salt and pepper, mostly gray stubble on his chin.
Oh shit.
So, you believe that she will be safe here? You believe that for some reason Strahd's influence cannot penetrate our walls or our defenses?
Are you saying that he can?
I am saying he's tried before, yet unsuccessful as of late. Unsuccessful so far, I should say. He has sent his minions a few times to try and penetrate this village. He has made it through the walls a few times, but never inside of this church. Don't get me wrong, Strahd is still the ruler of these lands. He's still the governing body of us, but in recent times, there have been a few uprisings against him, and he has quickly squashed them.
Have you heard of or know of anyone who would have any way to ward against Strahd?
There are no wards that I am aware of. Are you looking... What is your business with Strahd?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah.
When he snuffed out these rebellions, was it just him? Does he have forces?
He has forces. It is not just him. He typically likes to do a majority of the dirty work himself, but not only does he have his spawns, these vampiric spawns, but there are also the Inquisitors. His generals, so to speak.
3?
3.
Ymir told us about that.
So, they are the generals of his army. They typically show up when they are needed. However, Strahd himself likes to handle things himself. He is very hands-on type. And he is more than capable.
While this conversation is going on, can I drop off Rhett's shoulder and just kind of snoop around, see if
Sure.
there's anything hidden?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Where do his Inquisitors hang out? In the castle?
They typically stay in the castle with
Towns?
him, yes. They have been known to travel through the towns when needed, but as does Strahd, he is not the type to sequester himself in the castle all the time. There are quite often that you will find him roaming the streets of mainly Barovia, but sometimes he makes it as far as here or occasionally Kretz or anywhere in between.
Is it random,
Fair.
their appearances? Do they have scheduled stuff that they come out and do?
Not
Checks or anything?
I am not well versed on their schedules, unfortunately, no. I am a man of faith. My duty is to my congregation and my village. I cannot think of any scheduled appearances or put any kind of time frame on it, unfortunately.
Any of your congregation that would be aware of such things?
My congregation is very light as of late. Unfortunately, it seems like the majority of them leave the town for one reason or another and then are never seen of again.
Is Spawn, you called them? They hang out in the castle as well?
Some of them do, some of them are in the forests themselves, some you'll see on the roads occasionally.
How do you tell them apart?
The vampire spawn are not quite as refined as full-fledged vampires. They are more bestial in nature. They are humanoid in appearance. They look just like you and I. However, they have the mind of a beast. They are driven by instinct. They are driven by their hunger. They do not possess logic and reason, as most mortals do.
Okay.
Gwen, did you roll your investigation check?
I did 16, though if I'm sniffing something out, it would be perception. Right?
Are you
Or would it
what are you
not?
what are you looking for?
I don't know. I'm just trying to like snoop around and see if this guy is I don't know. I'm suspicious, or I maybe want to see if there's anything like he's
Okay.
got some like orphans in the basement that he's like sheltering and trying to keep protected. Like I didn't mean
Sure.
it in a dark way. That's
So-
not what I meant.
Yeah, sure.
I
you
meant like
That could have turned
protecting
real
them
quick.
from no, protecting them from like the, Strahd raiding the villages or whatever. So all the kids are kept underground and hidden and all pale because they haven't seen the sun in forever because it's Shadowfell. Never mind. What did I see?
You notice so you notice behind the altar, you're kind of scurrying around this area. Behind the altar, you notice a statue. At first look, roll me a religion check, actually.
Would that still be considered an intelligence-based thing?
Yeah. It's your normal stats.
Okay. $17.
This statue,
Getting better.
you notice a statue of Palor. The Dawn Father. You see this large, imposing figure, humanoid figure in full plate mail armor, but instead of a head, you see a bright star. As you scurry around the base of this statue, you notice scratch marks on the ground behind it that appear like this statue has been moved multiple times.
Cool.
And how close am I to everybody when I see this?
About 20, 25 feet away.
Do I get the impression that if I can't move it as a rat, but if I were to try to move it, it would not be discreet? Like, does it look that heavy?
I mean, it's a full, marble statue.
Size statue. Okay. Or
Yeah.
maybe bigger. Okay. Okay, cool.
The statue itself is probably 6, 7 feet tall.
Okay. I'm gonna go scurry back over to the group and hop up on Rhett's shoulder with that information.
He looks across and says, I will do my best to keep you safe, looking at Irina. I know that the walls of Vallaki, and especially the walls of this church, are significantly more secure than the walls of Barovia, if that's where you are from. I cannot guarantee full safety, and I will, because Strahd's reach is far indeed. But I will pledge myself and my service to you, and do what I can to keep you safe and keep you comfortable.
Can I speak into Rhett's head and say, hey, Rhett, can you confirm that we get to stay in the church tonight? You hear that in your head, and I'm a rat, so nobody else hears it. They just, I guess you're nothing.
So, are we able to stay in the church tonight?
If you need a place to stay, I will offer. I don't have very comfortable accommodations. He points back towards where you entered, and you walked through a small corridor with 4 doors, 2 on each side. He said, I have my living chambers, my office, a small other chamber as well, and then a storage facility as well. You are free to stay in the chapel room itself. I cannot guarantee it will be very comfortable, but you are free to stay here if you would like.
Guys?
You just hear in your head, yes, yes, yes.
That would be lovely.
By all means. Is there anything else that you need from me? Is there anything else I can offer you?
Butch is gonna turn to Irina and ask her if he'll say, do you feel that you will be safe here tonight? Do you feel that? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. What was your name again? I'm asking the clergyman.
My name is Father Lucian Petrovich.
Father Lucian. Irina, do you feel Father Lucian will be safe tonight? I mean, will you be safe tonight?
Irina kind of looks and she says, my father spoke quite often of Father Lucian. I believe he is an honorable man, and if he says he will keep us safe, then he will do the best of his ability to keep us safe. Father Lucian is known throughout the entire valley of Barovia as an honorable man.
Very well.
To which he kind of, you see him smile slightly and kind of like avert his gaze down, slightly bashful, like he doesn't like hearing the compliments about himself.
Butch is gonna switch to Draconic and turn to Rhett.
Be right back while you guys do that.
He'll cough. He'll say, his Bart cough again. I know this is silly. Do you think Irina has been sent here to kill him?
That's entirely possible.
Do you speak Draconic? I can't remember.
I do not.
Okay.
Rhett does.
Yes, Rhett does.
Yeah, he's yeah. I'm gonna pretend like I'm talking to Elton when I'm actually talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say,
It's a good boy.
There's a good boy. That's such a good boy. Oh,
Which feels
my
so
dog
much
looks
better.
So confused right now, by the way, because she is not a good. You're a good girl too. It's okay.
She just heard good.
She was like, "What?" Brought me a toy. Anyway, I'm just gonna like pretend like I'm talking to Elton, but then say, let's wait until we're by ourselves, and can maybe speak to the group about how we feel about what's to come. But I'm just gonna do it like, just like really like cutesy to like avoid suspicion. Maybe Arnon can hand you a hard candy for your cough.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So,
Father, these benches do look comfortable, but I'm afraid I would break one.
I mean, if you are concerned about breaking them, the floor is available as well. Unfortunately, like I said, I do not have the most comfortable of
We got a
establishment
hut.
here.
Oh, I have a hut. Technically, my goddess has a hut that she lets me borrow, but yes.
I am aware of this. I've read of these kind of things. Never seen it personally, but
We got room.
no. Miss
Wonderful.
Irina, you said? To which she kind of nods. It's like, I do have a spot. It's not, like I said, it's probably the most comfortable spot that I have. You can take my quarters. You kind
If you just sit through like a 2-hour demonstration of our hut, you get a free cruise.
Oh my god.
He kind of waves her back. It's still early, but if you would like to, I can show you where to settle in. And she just kind of like nods. She's like, yes, that would be lovely. I would like a small rest if possible. The two of them kind of walk back towards the main entrance, but then immediately turn right at the first door. He opens it up, like kind of motions her in and says, if you need anything, I will be right next door. Or I will be right across the hall in my office. Closes the door, walks back to all of you and says, so this woman was attacked by Strahd multiple times. I will do my best to keep her safe. Unfortunately, she's not the first one I've seen. But
What has
Strahd
happened?
has an appetite.
all creatures...
Is Irina still with us, or did she go in the room or something?
Irina went into the room. So
Okay.
unfortunately,
I'll ask in a low voice. What happened to the others, Father?
Strahd, like all creatures, must eat. All vampires must eat. Typically, they like to keep their most prized ones alive for quite a while, due to certain attractions to them, whether it be, well, who's to say, to be honest. But once they tire of them, one of two things occurs. Either they drain them completely and leave their corpses for the ravens, or they turn them. Create spawn, who eventually create more vampires. Strahd has been picky with the people he has chosen to turn. I don't know his reasoning behind it, but there have been very few that he has allowed in his inner circle, so to speak. If he has visited Irina multiple nights in a row, there's a reason behind it. He is taken with her for some reason, whether it be he's enamored by her or something about her blood. I do not know. I can only speculate, but
When I offered healing magic to her, she declined. And which concerned me. Arnon, you haven't detected any signs of her being undead, have you?
No. Right?
No, you haven't. Healing magic, if you came at far enough after a feeding, your healing magic probably would not have done much to begin with, because the effects of a feeding only last as long as a typical injury. So I would not be too concerned if she was denying healing magic unless it was immediately after the feeding.
Okay. Father, how do humans typically regain what they've lost from a vampire bite? seems to me that sleep alone was not enough. Rest alone was not enough. So how do we help them?
Unfortunately, if you find that answer, I would love to know.
Okay.
There's not a lot that I can give. All I have done in the past is given what kind of rest and comfort and healing that I can provide. I can only do so much.
Well,
So,
bother.
like I said, you all are free to stay here as long as you need.
Thank you so much, Father.
If there's nothing else, I do have some studies to attend to. I will be right in the other room in my office if you need anything. Please make yourself at home. I know it's not much, but anything that I have is open and available to you. Let the Dawn Father guide you. He kind of bows and turns and walks off and turns into the room across the hall from where he showed Irina.
When he leaves, I'm gonna drop Wild Shape and share with the group what I noticed behind the altar. I do
The
hop off
passage?
of Red's shoulder first. The statue with evidence that it gets regularly moved. That's what I'm sharing.
Well, I'm not going to go in another man's secret passage without permission.
I will.
No. You should really ask.
We say it in unison.
Are you two
It's a
attempting
that's a
to?
weird moment.
Are you attempting to move the statue?
I want to see maybe if Arnon can do his supreme investigation to see if maybe there's a way it moves without us having to shove it ourselves. Like, is
Can
there a
I just
switch?
go ask the guy if we take a
How-
look?
You are
How
suspicious
powerful
of
is my
Irina
unseen
trying to kill
servant?
him. What if?
Yeah. The
Oh, I don't
point
know
is
that.
to do it without him knowing.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
you're suspicious of everything. I'm suspicious of this guy. It could be completely benign, it could be completely fine, but I just want to know first. There might be more to this, and I just want to know before we start asking him questions. At least then we might know what to ask about.
Yeah,
you
I'll
turn
sneak back
into a-
there and investigate it.
What was that?
oh, it might have like a mechanism.
So
Do you
I'll
have any
sneak back there and
oil?
investigate it.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
You want it stealth too, or
No, you're alone.
I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be any adventures around.
23?
So you go up and you look behind this statue, and you see those small scrapes in the ground, like what, what Gwen was telling you about. You look all around, you don't notice any kind of switches or levers. It looks, as far as you can see, it looks like it's just pushed this thing out of the way.
What about the wall that it's
It's not against a
Covered.
wall. It's kind of in the center. There's a small walkway behind it of probably about 5 feet. It's kind of in the center of this area behind. So, okay, so here, let me show this.
is there like a trap door under it, maybe? Or
Okay, so this is kind of half. Only look at the left side of this map because this isn't the technical church. The right side doesn't exist. So where it says rope right there, that's where you are. So that little icon, I'm pointing at my screen like you can see where my finger is. So this right here is the statue. And
I think
you have
we also
like
just
an
jiggle around
arched-
it.
You have like an arched wall behind it, and it kind of stands almost framed from this around this archway.
No indication why it's moved around.
Can't see anything. All you see is a few faint scratches on the ground behind it that go basically on this map. The scratches would go north or up towards the wall itself, towards the curved wall.
Anything on the floor under it?
Not anything. You don't notice anything like out of the ordinary.
How heavy does it look?
I mean, it looks like a large marble statue, so it
Yes.
looks fairly heavy.
But my character knows how much you can lift generally
Yeah.
with strength
You would.
18.
I mean, Butch would look at this and say that it might be a little tough, but you could probably move it. You look at this and think that there's no way that that guy that you just talked to would have been able to move this statue.
Mm-hmm. Still feel like we should ask him who's been moving the statue.
If you don't think he could move it, and somebody else has been moving it, I have all the more reason to want to know what's behind it.
Maybe he
Without
turns into
asking him.
maybe he turns into a werebear. And he moves
The
it,
thought crossed my mind.
and then he goes in there to be a bear. Or something. Or like, I don't know.
So that's like his private bear room, like turned into a
Yeah.
bear room.
Maybe his
Yeah.
private wolf room?
Or werewolf room. Because he doesn't want to hurt anybody.
Or
But
bear
I
room.
imagine, I mean, once he's a werewolf, wouldn't he just tear ass around the countryside being a werewolf? I don't know.
I'd like to look. If anybody else wants to look.
Harrison,
Are you
Yeah.
going to attempt to move the statue, Gwen?
Oh, let me do it. Son of a
I
gun.
mean, I'll try.
No, as soon as Gwen goes to
Plus
try,
zero.
I will step in.
Okay, make me a strength
Gwen
check.
pushes all
Or
the buttons.
athletics. Make me a straight strength check, because this is just pushing this thing.
Straight strength?
Straight strength.
No, I need. Oh, I've just left my token
Oh, shit, sorry.
to make a roll
Sorry, my bad. Give me a second.
in order to activate
Yep,
the Argon combat so that I can click on the thing.
there. You're in there now.
Hooray! Strength, ability check. Normal. Watch, I'm going to roll piss low. Yep, 13.
So
No
you go
athletics.
you go to push on this statue, and you
No. I go to try and lift it because I don't want to make any noise.
you're trying to
I'm
lift
trying to
the
lift
statue.
the statue. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't want to scrape, make a whole bunch of noise, and lift this
Feats
guy.
of
So you try and
strength.
lift this statue, and
Yeah, that's why I
Oh,
thought I should use my
fuck,
athletics.
this is heavy. You can't. You start. There's no way you're lifting this thing.
Okay. Can I try again with my athletics?
Are you
Or
trying
is that
to?
it?
Well, what's
Trying to-
your
Orpheus
athletics?
would like to do
What's-
the help action if possible.
What's your okay? So Orpheus comes in, and the two of
I'm
you.
trained in athletics.
What is it? A +3 on top
My
of that?
bonus is
Well,
it's 3 plus 5.
+5.
So yeah.
Shouldn't it be
For
3 plus
8.
4?
No, 4. It's 4 plus 4. Because I have
Oh,
18.
proficiency is 4, so it's plus
Yeah. I got a plus
plus
8.
8.
So,
So it
plus
would be
4.
add 4 to that, so
It'd be a 17.
17. Yeah. Even with a 17, you're not lifting this
Okay.
thing. This is a solid marble statue.
Sure.
Not even if Orpheus helps.
Orpheus comes in. Go ahead and roll with advantage. Then roll a second strength
Okay.
check. Or I'm sorry, athletic.
I should
check.
shouldn't I just roll again and count that one as my first one? Or should I? No, I guess
Yeah.
it's
That's what he said.
The D20 is the same, so it doesn't matter. Just go ahead and roll another athletics check.
that one's a 24.
The 24, you and
With him
Orpheus
helping me.
reach over and it starts tipping a little bit, but you're not
Oh no,
able to lift.
I'm gonna put it down before it makes any noise.
Yeah, you're not able to lift this thing.
Well, this is a mystery.
Push it?
Orpheus is going to
You
say,
good?
I thought we almost had it.
Yeah, we did almost have it.
You could try again.
Gwen, did you say
Arnon.
are you pushing it or are you telling
No,
him
I'm
to push
suggesting they push it.
it? Oh, okay.
Based upon what you saw, the way the scratches go, can you tell what direction it's supposed to move back and forth?
Yeah, along the scratches.
Awesome. What direction is that?
Back
They're right
towards
there. Just look down. See the.
back towards the back wall of the church, the curved wall of behind the.
I don't see them, dude. I'm so sorry.
Got to be.
Sorry, bro.
Orpheus is going to, taking the cue that's being laid out, attempt to push towards the curved wall of the church.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Can't see a scratches on the floor.
Big money, big money.
Oh,
So, after trying to lift this with Butch and expecting that weight, Orpheus kind of like gets ready and kneels himself into it and like shoulder checks this thing, and it instantly, without almost any resistance, slides back like 2 feet. You hear a little bit of as it scrapes across, barely scrapes across the ground behind it. Underneath, you see a small cavity that's probably 10 inches deep. It's probably about, 12 inches wide by about 12 inches long and about 10 inches deep. And in that cavity, you see a like dark gray cloth of some sort that seems to be wrapped around an object that seems to be kind of rectangular in shape.
I'll check it out.
Arnon, it may be holy. Maybe I should check
Are
it
you
It is in a hole.
reaching in
got
to
me.
grab it, or you're doing okay?
16.
16 investigation check. You don't notice anything like it does. Or are you checking to see if like it's trapped or anything like that, or you
Yeah.
just don't notice
All right.
anything attached to it. It's just this object wrapped in this cloth, sitting.
Is the cloth loose?
It seems like it's wrapped around it, so it's you. I don't think you'd be able to pull it off
Elric.
without moving the
Elric.
object.
Can you
Yeah.
detect magic?
Or mage hand.
Elric is going to get close enough to Mage Hand, attempt to grab and lift.
Are you the entire thing or just the cloth?
First, the cloth.
Okay, so you try and pull this cloth out, and you see the object kind of come with it. It comes up a few inches and then falls out as the cloth.
I'll try to catch it.
Well, it's still in the hole. It doesn't come out of the hole, so
Oh,
you can reach down and try and grab it, but it falls out as the cloth comes up and unwraps from around it.
Set the cloth aside and then
You look
again
down
try
and
to
you
reach.
see this object. What you saw as an object falling out of the cloth is a large book, a very old looking tome with
Butch will move to pick up the book.
brown.
Does it have a skin cover?
It does not have a skin cover, no. It's a brown leather bound tome
Leather is skin.
with
I was gonna
these
say that is skin.
with these kind of metallic, almost iron bands across it. There's a banded lock on the side, and you see on the cover this picture of this symbol that it's kind of hard to make out, but you see raven wings outstretched, and it almost
okay.
looks like a crest on it.
When we
Like
say
this.
it's not, when we say it doesn't have a skin cover, what we're saying is that it's not the Necronomicon.
No.
All right, Butch will carefully pick up the book and wrap it back up, put it back
I like
in the
the.
hole.
No. I'm checking the wing book out.
But it's for isn't that, she's a goddess here, right?
Snatch it. Checking out the book.
All right. So here is the symbol that you see. It is a picture of. It is a crest with it's a full-fledged raven on the front, and you see a small window with what appears to be a castle in the background. I will put this in the stream chat. This is the symbol on the front of the book.
I mean, we've talked about the Raven Queen being worshipped here, right?
Yeah, but
So-
that's Castle Ravenloft.
Yeah, weren't we told that
We're-
there were some
yeah,
secrets
there's a
to
book.
fighting Stradzzi?
Yeah. I'm gonna open this fucker up and take
Yeah.
a gander.
Yeah, that
The-
doesn't look anything like anything related to the Raven Queen.
The lock,
then-
it does. The
Oh.
clasp itself does appear to be locked.
I'm gonna pick it.
Go for it.
Let's put the statue back.
Yeah, but
Orpheus,
you're able
do you mind if I try?
you're able to
Alright.
easily slide the statue
Yeah.
back in place.
Orpheus will put the statue back.
Oh, Butch wanted to do that.
Either way,
Oh yeah. That's a
wow.
44.
without
34.
without an
I
issue.
look at it and it opens.
Yeah, without an
Let's
issue,
go like
you're
this.
able to pick this lock, and it pops open.
You
Now,
pass your hand over.
I just
inside,
gave it the eyebrows and it opened.
yeah, inside you notice this book is very, very old, and these pages are almost disintegrating when you touch them. They are.
Is it a language I recognize?
You flip it open, and yes, it appears to be written in Common.
I'm going to
What?
get close to Arnon and say, I'll turn the pages for you, and use my mage hand to gently turn those pages without using my actual hand.
There is not a lot that you can pull
That's
out
why
of this
wonders
book, Arnon, because of the fact that it is very old, and the pages are more or less like dry rotted and close to falling apart. Most of the ink is smudged and weather worn. However, there
Is this something that mending would fix or
you don't
preservation?
you don't believe so. This is well beyond that. However, there is one page that sticks out to you. Oh fuck! Hold on.
The fuck page.
Oh, fuck, I can't believe you've done this.
And you broke it. You broke
I can't
the one
believe you've
page.
done this.
It was too long for Discord. There you go.
All right, so I'll read it to everybody. I am the ancient, I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior, I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just God, but the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just God, but with none of a God's grace or justice. I called for my family long unseated from their ancient thrones and brought them here to settle in the castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy, but she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and brother also. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words, she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name, death. It was the death of the aged that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death, my death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with death, a pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother, and my pact was sealed with his blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mists, no trace of her ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and its light I fear the most, but little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs that none may disturb me.
And as Arnon finishes reading, from behind you all, you hear the voice of the Father. Well, now you know his secret. And that is where we will pick up next week.
To apologize.
So, thank you all for staying with us. And we will continue this plot line next week on Tuesday at a regularly scheduled time and place, because it is after 11:30. So, we've got to cut it. So, thank you all. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on all of the social medias, YouTube's, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, Threads. That's the name of it. It's new. Bear with me.
You were sewing there with
I
your
was.
finger, right?
Threads.
Just to demonstrate it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very good.
Also, remember, next Friday at 6:30 is session 2 of Precious Cargo Multi-Shot, I guess we should call it. So,
Mini-series.
like and subscribe, and we will see you all next week.
Where the next natural one that we roll could spell our doom.
Doom!
Doom!
Have a fantastic evening.
Doomy doomy doo.